Today on 16-Bit Game Review.
I hold a game. I go down a wall. And finally, there's a giant face in the sky. Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a mini review of Sonic & Knuckles for the Sega Genesis. Sonic & Knuckles is the last proper Sonic the Hedgehog game that was released on the Sega Genesis and is the most peculiar. You see, Sonic & Knuckles wasn't actually supposed to be a standalone game. It was actually supposed to be a part of Sonic the Hedgehog 3, dubbed Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. But there was memory issues with the cartridge and a time constraint. So Sega resulted into developing the two games as separate. But you have a problem. How do you get the full game that they wanted to do? Well, you see, they took a page out of the Game Genie's book and put a cartridge slot on top of it, dubbing it lock-on technology, which allows you to plug in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and complete the whole game, making Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. And as an added bonus, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is compatible with this. So you get to play Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in Knuckles, which allows you to play as Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog, which is absolutely fantastic. But do not think the same thing would happen with the original Sonic the Hedgehog game or any other Genesis game. You just get a typical warning that just says no way, which means that the game is not compatible. On an upside though, if you mash some buttons around, you'll be able to get into the bonus stage of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and you'll be able to practice it, so when you finally hit it in the game, you will not fail. Have you played Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or 3? Then you have played Sonic & Knuckles, because it uses the same engine, which means it uses the same controls, the same physics, and Sonic plays in the same way. Where it does vary is within some level-specific mechanics and some specific level designs. In a broad stroke, yes, the levels are good, but unlike Sonic 3, the levels are more challenging and more varying. You just can't hold the right button on the D-pad and cross your fingers you make it to the end without getting hit or hitting a puzzle. There's levels like Standopolis Zone where you have to actually solve game puzzles, scale walls, and fight bosses which are different, and this was praised back in the day just because of how different it was. And it makes the game so much more fun to play. Sonic looks just as good as he ever did, and honestly, this is on par with Sonic 3 for how good it actually looks. But I will add, the backgrounds in this stage is just a little bit better than Sonic 3. It really feels like the development team put their all into making this game look as great as it can. And there are some stages which just really shows, and it's just an absolute awe-in wonder just to watch. Yes, it does, but it's not really important to the actual gameplay of the game. All you need to know is there's a floating island that needs to be saved, there's a Master Emerald that needs to be stopped, and Knuckles is just a jackass. If you want to actually read the full thing, it's located on page 3 of the manual next to Lock On for Action and 34 Meg Sonic Epic. The music in Sonic & Knuckles is absolutely great for the game it belongs to. However, it's not good enough to belong on my MP3 player. There's a few stages which warrant me to put them on there, but not all of them. Sonic & Knuckles is my absolute favorite Sonic game on the Genesis. It's just such a fun game to play. It has a wide variety of stages, a good challenge, and it's just unique with its cartridge slot and whatnot. It's just a great game to own in your collection. And with the added bonus of modifying Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, it is a must-have if you are a Genesis owner. Outside of the Genesis, though, you can get this game, but it's always bundled with Sonic 3. It's always Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I'm upset that you can't just play Sonic and Knuckles, because that's where the meat and potatoes of Sonic 3 is, but as a whole, it's just a fun game to own, and no matter what system you have, you should always find a way to play it if you like these type of games. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you have an Android or iDevice, may I recommend checking out some of the games which I've published. Today's featured game is New Berserk, a simple free top-down shooter just like the original, designed specifically for your phones. Download links will be in the description. Anyways, thank you for watching.